Hi, everyone. Guess what day it is? You'll never guess. Oh, you probably will. It's St. Patrick's Day. And while I don't usually practice the old St. Patrick's Day, I don't really know what you do on St. Patrick's Day other than what Americans do, which is really just an excuse to do what Americans do, I suppose. I was asked to do this and wear silly clothing and have the background be green. So that's it. That's the stream. There's nothing else going on. I'm just going to sit here and we're going to stare at each other. And I'm going to be wearing this silly green stuff with this silly green background. Also, there's music playing. Don't look at the title. No. This is it. Okay, fine. We can do a little more than this. What? Oh, Dr. Nimrod, of course. It's because Lent is over. As someone who's not a practicing Catholic, I don't pay attention to these things. Sorry, Pope. Convince me harder, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So, Judy, why didn't you send me some? Why didn't you send me some? Now, that's a good point, Matt. Why is the stream so early? Well, because I have things I have to do tonight. That's it. No. I mean, that's part of it. But also, what time is it in Ireland right now? It's stream time in Ireland. And I figure it's their day, right? Sort of, kind of, maybe. Wouldn't it be appropriate to do a stream around the time that would make sense for them to be watching? And, yeah, okay, maybe I'll have a few viewers. Compared to not a few viewers. I don't know. But it's happening. It's already happened. We're already doing this. Now, today is not a coin flip day because it is 12, middle of the day. Just a sort of halfway point. And while it's 5 o'clock somewhere, it is not 5 o'clock here. So I'm not going to be just downing apple juice. I don't need to have those allergies this early. However, after much consideration, I decided that for once, the only time ever, on this stream, hopefully it still works, it's still green, I'm going to drink a real beer in solidarity with Ireland. This is real, for once. I couldn't find Guinness. I couldn't find... Is Guinness Irish? Or is it... No, Guinness is Irish. I really hope it is. Otherwise, that's super awkward. What I found was Mickey's. I don't know anything about Mickey's, but it's green, and it was the most Irish thing I could find at a gas station. So, there it is. Irish Dr. Nimrod says, I will allow it. Sorry, let me do it as Nimrod. I will allow it as your Irish representative. It's 1900 in Ireland, so it's all good, Blue Bacon. And yes, I will continue to be very offensive to the Irish the entire time. Unless they ask me to stop. I like to think it's all in good fun. Enjoy my awful accents. So, yes. Alright, Guinness is Irish. You used to work there, and you didn't give any to me. Alright. Although, to be fair, I'm not a huge fan of Guinness. I think I could get, used to it. But it's not a kind of beer that I'm accustomed to. I can see why people like it. And maybe it's just that, once it's been put in the cans and shipped here, and it's just like, I will say I do like it much better from a tap than a can. So maybe that's my problem. Maybe you should give it another try. Today's the day. Today is the day to do it. Anyway, Cormac owes a Dropkick Murphy song. Yes. You want to just do that right now? No, okay, let me give the disclaimers first before we do any of that. You know what? No, let me drink some of this Mickey's fine malt liquor first. I'll just be sipping it. It's fine. The first 10 minutes of the stream, rambling, of course, as usual. The second 10 minutes, it's just going to be a 20-minute stream. The rest of it is going to be more rambling. We're just going to go on the internet and look up Irish Unalivers. Mass Unalivers, medium Unalivers, middle of the road Unalivers. I say this because, of course, the old YouTube algorithm. That's the word I'm looking for. Doesn't like the word serial killer, presumably. That's what people say. I don't know. But we're past a minute into this video. I'll just say, yeah, Irish serial killers. We're going to look into some of them. We're just going to read it using funny voices. And none of this will be anything that I have written or researched other than just Google 15 minutes ago. So, another 5 minutes, we'll get into that. In the meantime, I got some sipping to do. That's not bad. Mind the pour. Just getting it on. Not great. Not a great pour. I wasn't trying too hard though, so. In there. I know exactly what I did wrong, and I don't care because I poured it for me. It's fine. It's fine. Judy, I remembered it. I remembered that I wasn't going to go get it. That's just weird. Adrian says, Happy St. Paddy's Day, boyos. And I agree. Now, before I get too far into this, Therese Finley, thank you for being a member, by the way, says, you look great. Thank you for lying at me. It's fine. I do love this thing, though. It's a, like a beach tuxedo. It's great. And then Paul, of course, thank you so much, says, Hey, sexiest blues / green bacon. Well, you know how it is. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you too, Frankie. And to everybody. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. There's a little bit more in this can. Where is Kermit? Kermit's there. Kermit's warming up the old Highland pipes. That's good. Okay. Yeah, we're busy trying to figure out how to pour beer. So, St. Paddy's. Not patties. Not pate. That's fair. Okay. Fine. I'm just silly. Look, I'm Italian, not Irish, so I was that wave of immigrants. We don't know what we're doing. Unless it's organized crime. But you guys figured that out in the 70s, right? Come on. When the Italians were figuring out how to organize crime, the Irish were figuring out how to stop it. I'm gonna wait. The Highlands probably are. I'm sure Ireland had some Highlands too. All right, it's close enough. So there's a stereotypical Irish police officer on the East Coast, and then of course you have the Italian mobsters. Now the Italian mobsters are still around in the 70s, but Ireland had its own set of circumstances going around around that time. Am I wrong? Lady Dragon's Blood, you are absolutely correct, and that is exactly what I got wrong. I got lazy. See if I could fit it all in there. I can't. Oh my god, so that's somewhere I know, right? Organized crime. Yes. You guys are saying things at me in Gaelic. I don't speak Gaelic. I don't even pronounce Gaelic. That's fair, Dr. Nimrod. I don't know enough about it. I really don't. I know enough about it that when I was in Ireland, I did not ask for an Irish car bomb. I know that much, and that's about the extent of it. That's not... It's much less terrible than I thought it would be. Does it have a content? Just non-alcoholic. This no, it wouldn't be. What? We're going to check. Then we're going to get into this. Bear with me, folks. Oh, okay. That's not bad. I'm not going to tell you, though. You can drink it. Oh, you guys missed out on a good day yesterday. Did a lot of bang, bang, pew, pew. got arrange. Did some qualifications for some licensing. Did pretty well. Got a lot of compliments. Still got it, baby. Not saying I was amazing. But I still got it. Not bad for the second time ever shooting that particular firearm. So, 8%. Oh, internet said 5.6 over here. Ah, curses! I've given it away. Sing some Irish shanties. Oh, you know I will. We gotta get through some of this first. Now. Anyway, not yet, Lisa. I don't believe so. Daryl, no, it's just straight up beer. What are you talking about? Hey, this is the only time I'm drinking alcohol because it's St. Patrick's Day. So, what on earth are we listening to? I don't know. We're gonna keep it. Let's see. Cardinal Dolan, head of the New York Diocese, lifts the ban dispensation on meat if St. Patrick's Day is on a day of abstinence. St. Patrick is the patron saint of New York City. I did not know that. Huh. All right, we're skipping this song. It'll loop back to it. Oh, this is just drumming. Yeah, we'll do this. Okay, fine. Oh. Yep, this is the right music to talk about serial killers with. So, let us talk about Darky Kelly. And this comes from, and I'm reading this straight from this. This is just, all this belongs to them. I'm just reading it. Belongs to GeorgianEra.wordpress.com. Darky Kelly, brothel keeper. Words are hard this early. I haven't done my la-da-da-da-da-da exercises yet. Usually I don't do that. I probably should. Moses supposes his toes are roses. But Moses supposes erroneously. Now, we knows that Moses' toes aren't roses, as Moses supposes his toes to be. That's a good warm-up. Name that warm-up. First one to do it gets a thing on the bell. Anyway, Dorcas Kelly, a.k.a. Stewart, a.k.a. Dark Kelly, was a brothel keeper and reputed witch. What? In Dublin in the late 1750s. I mean, who wasn't supposedly a witch at that time? Excuse me. Late 1750s, but found notoriety on 7th January 1761 when she, not he, was partially hanged, then burned at the stake, as one does. Come on. For allegedly murdering shoemaker John Dowling on St. Patrick's Day. What is the anniversary? I hadn't read that far ahead. That's very exciting. Erica says, Singing in the Rain. Erica, are you the first person to say it? You might be. St. Patrick's Welsh. What? Only claim it so you can drink. All right. That's the ding on the bell. You did it. I hope you enjoy that prize. That useless prize. All right. Her ghost is still said to haunt the city. Woo! Ghosts! Oh, I'm writing a good script on a haunted cemetery in Oregon that is definitely not haunted by the person they think is haunting it. Probably, maybe not. Oh, we can get into that, but I can't get distracted from this. It's tasty. It's actually pretty good. I would drink more of this. Over time, however, the story of her demise took on a life of its own, which has now become entrenched into Dublin folklore so much that a pub in the city has been named after her. It was reputed that Kelly, whose brothel was in Copper Alley, Dublin, became pregnant with a child of Simon Luttrell, Lord Carhampton. Carhampton? Come on. Well, I guess before cars, that wouldn't sound weird. It just makes me think of car hamper. Like, you're playing with your Hot Wheels as a kid, and then you leave it with your clothes by accident because you're doing sweet jumps off your jeans in the pile in the corner, and then it gets into the hamper. Anyway, don't pay attention to me. It's fine. A member of the Irish Hellfire Club. The Hellfire Club is supposed to be one of the most haunted places in Ireland, if I remember correctly. It's a place, it's basically a cult, a witchcraft cult, but it was probably closer, if I remember correctly, just rich people doing things that rich people weren't expected to do, like each other and drugs and just having a good time out of view of society, while also maybe pretending to be a cult just because it's very amusing to do so. I'd be part of a cult just for the fun stories, not to like summon Satan or anything, But it sounds like a fun time just to be like, hey, want to pretend to be in a cult? Yeah, let's make a fake cult and make it super mysterious, and people will wonder and ask a bunch of questions. I would do that. I would appreciate the joke. I wouldn't use it to commit crime or, be morally wrong. But I'd probably do it. That's a free bit of info about me. So, all right, member of the Irish Hellfire Club, and that she had demanded he pay maintenance for the child. All right, well, that just makes sense. Come on, right? Legend has it that he not only refused to pay, but accused her of witchcraft, and that she sacrificed her child in some sort of bizarre satanic ritual. This is coming from the guy who was part of the Hellfire Club. That's fun. The body of this alleged child has never been found, but nevertheless, Kelly was sentenced to death, probably because she's a woman. No. Sometimes when people with a lot of money at that time said, hey, that's a woman, and she did the thing, you didn't need much more evidence than that. Now, I'm not saying this is every time, but I've read a few things like this where it's just like, maybe I'm not digging deep enough, or maybe the justice system needed a little bit of work around that time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, Hitchbot, the orgies. Of course, the orgies. I mean, that's a lot of what they did is what I hear. I'm not saying I would participate in orgies. I don't know if that's ever really appealed to me. It just, the smell, But, yeah, fair. Now, where was I? I was somewhere. I was here. I was there. Yes, this accounts from the Leeds Intelligencer. Ireland. I'm a little bit too much of that Mickey. Is that Intelligencer? Am I wrong or are you wrong? I think you're wrong, Ireland, in general, with that one. On the 21st of September, 1773 gives an account of the method used to sentence Elizabeth Herring to death. Oh, okay. It appears that a similar method was used for Kelly. I'm like, that's not even the right person. All right. Here's the method. Another account. Oh, it's the one where the S's look like F's. Another account phase, it says. The method of executing Mrs. Herring was as follows. She was placed on a stool. God, this is going to be rough. Stool something more than 2 feet in height, and a chain being passed under her arms. It looks like paft. They look like F's. Passed under her arms. The rope around her neck was made of fast. It was made fast. Okay, so it's an F and then a thing that looks like an F. I'm going to show this to you guys. I have to. If it will work. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Maybe it will work, but it probably won't. There we go, actually. No, yes, no. Okay, well, it's just not going to work. That's fine. It's rough. It's F-A, almost F-T. Just trust me on this. Fast to 2 spikes, not spikes, but spikes, which being driven through a post against which she stood. Yeah, against which she stood. When her devotions were ended, the stool was taken from her, and she was soon strangled. When she had hung about 20 minutes, the rope was burnt, and she sunk till the chain supported her, forcing her hands upon a level with her face. The flame being furious, she was soon consumed. The crowd was so immensely great that it was a long time before the... bundle of sticks. That one's actually an F. I'm not going to explain that one. Bundle of sticks is not the word they used. But I was trying to figure out how saggets was supposed to be pronounced. Could be placed for the execution. She behaved in a devout and penitent man. I don't know. It's rough to read. It is rough to read. Yeah. So, bundle of sticks, folks. So yeah, that's apparently what happened. They put a chain around a person's neck, hung them for 20 minutes, then loosened the chain and burned them. Or something. Anyway. So that's a thing. Or no. Was the fire going the entire time, and then the some of the rope that was holding her up burnt, and then she sunk down and was... I don't know. It doesn't sound great, does it? Sounds kind of rough. Doesn't sound like something I'd want. Ireland, you better not still be doing that. Don't make me come check, okay? Yeah, right. Also, yes, Vlad the Impaler's pole up the old backside. But that's not Ireland, so... We continue. Oh, we're out of music, aren't we? I suppose. Roll that back. Ah, yes, the perfect music to discuss this. It is only recently that more accurate accounts of her crime have come to light. As to whether or not she did, in fact, murder John Dowling, we will never know. But true or false, she was sentenced to death. At her trial, she had pleaded her belly, but a jury of midwives ascertained that she was not, in fact, pregnant. Had she been, she would have been given a reprieve. It is interesting to note that women were both strangled and then burned, whereas men guilty of murder were hanged without the additional torture. Well, that just does... Remember why I said it's because she's a woman? There are some discrepancies here between how we treat the genders. So, yeah. I'm just saying. There it goes on. It was almost 30 years later, the World newspaper of 27th August, 1788, carried an historical, it's Irish, so it's an historical, account of her death, which added fuel to the story. It was claimed that in the vaults of her house in Copper Alley were found the bodies of 5 murdered gentlemen, and amongst them was supposed to be that of Sergeant Tucky's son, whoever that is, who went missing and had never been found. So not only was she a witch, but now a serial killer, which is why she's on the list of people we're talking about. Interesting. But was she? No mention of this was made at the time of her death, so... I don't know. Wait, I mean, but it wouldn't if they hadn't found the bodies yet, right? Interesting. So, the latter part of the story only came to light when her sister, and I don't know why I said quotes, and successor, Maria Llewellyn, is that Welsh? That's Welsh, right? Yeah. Found herself accused of procuring a child age 12 or 13. What? Mary, oh no. Oh no. She was accused of procuring a child aged 12 or 13, Mary Neal, for the use of Lord Carhampton's son, Harry Luttrell. What? So far, there's been no way to ascertain whether Kelly and Llewellyn were biological sisters or merely described as such because they ran the same brothel. Okay, that would be why it's in quotes. Interesting. That sounds like a time. When people are like, I didn't have to travel into the past. Like, yeah, but maybe not all great, you know? The story tells that John Neal and his second wife, Anne, lived close to Llewellyn's brothel. John was a hairdresser who apparently was rather too fond of a drink the Irish too fond of a drink? Crazy. I know, stereotypes. It's that day, though. It's that day. All right, and somewhat neglectful of his family and customers. He had a young daughter, Mary, by his first wife. Reports state that Mary was enticed into delivering a letter to the house of Madame Llewellyn. Oh, I don't want to continue this story, but I will very delicately do so. On arriving there, she was taken aside, and it was then that she was allegedly mistreated in a very physical manner. Yeah, by Henry, Lord Carhampton. Afterwards, she managed to leave the house, but didn't tell her parents what had happened for some time. Llewellyn was arrested, tried, and sentenced to death for a part in the crime. However, proof seemed to appear from other sex workers who supported Llewellyn, claiming that the child was lying about the whole thing and that she was actually, at the tender age of 12 or 13, a sex worker. That also feels wrong in a moral kind of a way. Needless to say, Carhampton denied even knowing the child, and so Llewellyn was released and ultimately freed. In the meantime, both of Mary's parents were arrested for robbery and imprisoned, where Anne, who was heavily pregnant, died. What became of Mary and her father, we may never know. Wow! That's a story. That is a story. The goldfish? God, I hope not. I hope not, but the Irish people in the chat might be able to answer that question. Oh, boy. What, by law, you can only drink milk on St. Patrick's Day? I don't believe you, but just in case, I will do the drinking for you. Oh, he got better. Leprechaun detective. Leprechaun detective. Hold on. I can work with this. So there I was, sitting at me desk. Her legs went all the way up to her face. No torso. It was then I realized she was a snake, so I called upon the powers of St. Paddy to drive this snake out of me office. It worked a charm. and as she turned back, exiting through the doorway, she hissed, "I wouldn't be the last detective that she would encounter that night." I didn't know what that meant, and I lost no sleep about it. The end. I don't know. I'm making it up as I go. Front Wrangler, fellow MP bro. Happy St. Patty's Day. It's the day. Her legs went up to my face. Hitchbot's seen that video. Oh God, Hitchbot, keep to yourself. I don't need to send the link in my... Just quietly. That's a joke. Please do not do that. Please do not do that. Build a bridge out of her. Her stance was so wooden you could have built a bridge out of her. I don't know what I'm not saying it's a good Irish accent. It's a fun one. It's better than this one. Oh, top of the morning, everybody. I'm here to have a good time out in the wild Emerald Isles. That's not right at all. None of it's right, but at least it's not that wrong. Yeah? Or is that good? Someone tells me that's correct. I'm going to be very upset. What are we listening to? This isn't right. Oh, wait, no. It's what I put it on. It's the interrogation music that I have for the thing. We're listening to this now. Yes, there were no snakes in Ireland. Tried driving the pagan south. That is exactly what I've heard. Just the joke, you know. My drunken Irish dad. That's what I sound like, apparently. Great. All right. Well, I'll take it. It's good enough to be on a broadcast television show. And good enough to be on this little YouTube channel where I do dumb things and have fun. May the road rise up to meet you. I know what we're going to sing. You know what? I have a good song. Don't stop. I'm figuring it out. I don't know if this is gonna work. We're gonna do it. It is gonna work. All right. Pico 795. Hey, I was Charlie Company 795 in Leonardwood, and then I actually this green shirt is like the only green shirt I have. It's the 66th MP Company, 504th, 42nd Brigade in JBLM. I think it's 504th. Yeah, it's 508th is the Cage Kickers. Those jerks. All right, a little song for all of you. It's St. Patrick's Day. Prepare to be offended, Irish people. I'm doing it in an accent. Gather round, ye lads and lasses, sit ye for a while, and hearken to me mournful tale about the Emerald Isle. Let's all raise our glasses high to friends and family gone, and lift our voices in another Irish drinking song. Consumption took me mother, and me father got the pox. Me brother drank the whiskey till he wound up in a box. Me other brother in the troubles met with his demise. Me sister has forever closed her smiling Irish eyes. Now everybody's died, so until our tears are dried, we'll drink and drink and drink and drink, and then we'll drink some more. Then he was killed in Kilkenny, and Clare, she died in Clare. Tip from Tipperary died, well out in the Derriere, he did. Shannon jumped into the river Shannon back in June, and Ernie fell into the urn, and Tom is in the tomb. Cleanliness is godliness, me Uncle Pat would sing. He broke his neck a-slipping on a bar of Irish Spring. Oh, Grady, he was 80, though his bride was just a pup. He died upon the honeymoon when she got his Irish up. Oh, and everybody's died, until our tears are dried. We'll drink some more. We'll dance and sing and fight until the early morning light. Then we'll throw up, pass out, wake up, and then go drinking once again.
Joe Murphy fought with Riley near the cliffs of Alderney. He took out his shillelagh and he stabbed him in the spleen. When crazy Uncle Michael thought he was a leprechaun, but in fact he's just a leper and his arms and legs are gone. When Timmy Johnson broke his neck, it was a crying shame. He wasn't really Irish, but he went to Notre Dame. McNamara crossed the street and by a bus was hit. But he was just a Scotsman, so nobody gave a Now everybody's died, so until our tears are dried, we'll drink and drink and drink and drink, and then we'll drink some more. We'll dance and sing and fight until the early morning light. Then we'll throw up, pass out, wake up, and then go drinking once again.
Someone slipped in my chair.
Me drunken Uncle Brendan tried to drive home from the bar. The road rose up to meet him when he fell out of his car. Irony was what befell me, Grand Uncle Sam. He choked upon the very last potato in the land. Connor lived in Ulster Town. He used to smuggle arms until the British killed him and cut off his lucky charms. Oh, and dear old Father Flanagan, who left the Lord's employ. Drunk on sacramental line, but beneath an altar boy. Now everybody's died. That's a spicy one. Well, drink, don't mind if I do. Carry it on, boys. I'm busy. Someday soon I'll leave this world of pain and toil and sin. The Lord will take me by the hand to join all of me kin. Me only wish is when the Savior comes for me and you. He kills the cast of Riverlands and Michael Flatley too. Now everybody's died, so until our tears are dried, we'll drink and drink and drink and drink, and then we'll drink some more. We'll dance and sing and fight until the early morning light. Then we'll throw up, pass out, wake up, and then go drinking once again. We'll throw up, pass out, wake up, and then go drinking once again. And we'll do all those things once again.
Well, I enjoyed that. Did you? I love that song. Da Vinci's Notebook, folks. Very fun group. I almost brought the bagpipe practice chanter down, but then I didn't because I'm terrible at it. Just awful. And we lost people. We lost viewers because of that. No, we did. We probably did. Who's next? You decide. That's a bit. It's an Irish road. We'll get there. We gotta do another. We gotta do another thing here. Oh, Patrick Fleming. I don't know if this would be considered a serial killer. That's right. I don't have a problem. I enjoy every moment of it. I don't have a drinking problem. I have a drinking solution. Aaron's got what? What? I'm sorry for yelling. No. Aeroscout, we're gonna talk. How close are you to your cousin? Not in a weird way. Like, is it like I know of them, but I've never met them, or just like, yeah, I see them every week? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Air Scout, you open this door. They're coming back. They're coming back. They just took a break. That's fine. All right, I'll keep going. Molly Maguires. I know nothing about Molly Maguires or the Molly Maguires. Excuse me. Oh, we can read about that. That's for sure. Pretty close, huh? Do they need another member? Are they still doing their thing? I mean, I'm just saying. I love Da Vinci's Notebook. Or I did. I haven't actually listened to them in a while. But I very much appreciate what they do. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna ask you to be like, hey, so I know this guy on the internet. Paul and Storm. Paul and Storm. I know Paul and Storm. I know Paul and Storm. I know Paul and Storm because of what was it? The Barbershop song. The like the modern the hip hop Barbershop. Right? Was that Paul? That was Paul and Storm. Hip Shop. That's it. Hold on. I sang this with a barbershop group in college. Hold on, everybody. We're getting to the bottom of this. I know Irish Unalivers, but I'm in love. I'm so in love with a stripper. I said a hip hop, a hippie to the hip hip hop. You don't stop a rock until the bang bang boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogity beat. It's a little sharp there. I'm in love. He's so in love. I'm so in love. Yeah, I know the bass part. I knew the bass part. And we did that in a concert, and our performing sort of uniform or dress code, whatever, it was black slacks and a red shirt. And I went to AmVets, like a Goodwill, and I got a second set of black slacks and a different red shirt. I still have the other red shirt. I'm sure I have the original red shirt. But I cut the black slacks down the side, Velcroed them. So when it was I'm in love with a stripper, I'd been unbuttoning my shirt and I threw it off and ripped my pants off to reveal the exact same thing underneath. And it was glorious. Oh! Arrow Scout, how dare you not bring it's fine. All right, let's get back into it. I got very excited about that. Don't mind me. Audio tracks unavailable. Get out of here. Come on, there we go. All right. Let's do you guys don't know, all right? This is a personal thing now between me and Arrow Scout. Fleming, this is Patrick Fleming, the Highwayman. I guess he's a serial killer under this list. Fleming was born, this is from Wikipedia, by the way. Fleming was born to a family of potato farmers. Shocking in Ireland. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just having a bit of fun. His mother and father leased the land at a rate of 15 shillings a year. They lived in a one-room house with Patrick and his 8 siblings. At age 13, he went into service with Elizabeth Nugent, Countess of Kildare. He reportedly neglected his studies and displayed insolence, being discharged from his service. He was soon taken into household service by the Earl of Antrim. Fleming eventually fell out of favor after discovering the household priest sleeping in an obscene pose and bring in other household staff as witnesses. To be fair, I probably would have done the same thing at the age of 13. The Earl, however, chose to believe the priest and discharged Patrick in disgrace. Terrible. Before leaving, Patrick was alleged to have stolen money and items worth £200. That's a lot of money back then. Still a lot of money, but like then, I'm not going to calculate it, but whoo! He then fled to Athenry in the province of Connaught. Don't come at me with these pronunciations. Hiding out for under 2 weeks until he felt safe enough to continue to Dublin. Fleming joined a house-robbing gang, was reputed to have robbed more houses in the 6 years of operation than had ever been robbed in Dublin at the time. What a go-getter. Like, he was insolent. He neglected his studies. Hey, you just got to motivate him right, all right? It's all about, look, you got a child, you're like, I can't teach this child because you're not teaching them right. You want them to accomplish something? You got to have the right motivation. Apparently that would be, hey, let's go rob people. That's right. I wasn't canceled in Ireland. That's fair. It's only a beautiful place that I want to go back to. It's fine. I did kiss the Blarney Stone on St. Patrick's Day in 2016. I think it was 2016. It was a good time. Lovely castle. And the Poison Garden. Love it. Yeah. Good times. Anyway. Where was I? When his notoriety made it dangerous for him to remain in Dublin, weird how that works, am I right? We know a few people, or one person, who has a habit of fleeing the law when he becomes too notorious. It's fine. He set out for the Bog of Allen, becoming a highwayman. He attacked both rich and poor alike, threatening his victims with death should they not cooperate. Speaking of not cooperating, the music. Oh, no, the music's playing. We're good. It's fine. It's good. We're fine. Don't worry about it. Give me a second. I gotta sit. Don't mind me. Hitchbot, and it was delicious. As they should. I'm not worried about it. It didn't harm me. No. Yes, I had heard that, and I decided I didn't care. I'm a man. And Mechanic says, that explains the rambling. Yes! Yes! I was thinking it. I didn't say it, but I was thinking it. I'm glad you said it. Or am I? Get out of here. No, you're fine. I changed my mind. Let's see. Where was I? All right. It is reported that he not only threatened death, but killed or maimed some of those he had robbed. Okay, well, that would probably make him a serial killer, right? He had also formed a gang in the Barsmore Mountain area near the Colorocity Woods? Colorocity Woods. I like it. With them robbing over 125 men and women. Some of his gang members were captured and hanged. Okay, makes sense. He was reputed to have robbed notable people of the time, such as the Archbishop of Armagh. Is that the pronunciation? I don't know. And the Bishop of Raphoe, as they traveled together in one coach. Never traveled together. Don't do it. They also robbed the Archbishop of Tuam, reportedly taking 1,000 pounds from him. Wow! That is a lot of money. Fleming set upon Lady Baltimore, who was traveling with her 4-year-old son, who he kidnapped and demanded a ransom. Oh no! Oh, that sounds not great. Sorry, Carl. I just saw your comment. Beautiful. Where was I? All right. Oh, as far as the ransom goes, stating to her that if the ransom was not paid in 24 hours, he would, quote, cut the young puppy's throat and make a pie of him, end quote. Fleming was apprehended in Munster, like the cheese, I presume. I don't know. After robbing a nobleman of 250 pounds and transported to prison in Cork. That's where I was. It was Cork. He was able to escape from a chimney in the jail and avoided being hanged there. What a champion. I'm not saying he's a good guy, but what a champion. Woo! He continued for some years with some notably vicious robberies, reportedly murdering 5 men, 2 women, and a boy of 14 years. Okay, so not a great guy. Never mind. He also, obviously not a great guy. Obviously. He also maimed and injured others, including Sir Dalek O'Brien, who resisted the robbery attempt and had his nose, lips, and ears cut off by Fleming. Ooh, okay. I mean, obviously not something that probably should be doing. What? Judy, explain. ¿Por qué, Maria? Where was I? Where are my feet? There's my buttons. Got him. Fleming was turned into the authorities by the landlord of a house he and his accomplices frequented. The landlord soaked the gang's firearms with water. This isn't the origin of whiskey in the jar, is it? Because she soaked the girl. No. Maybe that's just a common thing, is soaking pistols in water. Sorry. If you know, you know. Where was I? Soaked the gang's firearms with water prior to the sheriff arriving with his men to arrest Fleming and his cohorts. Fleming and 14 of his men were taken to Dublin and hanged on April 24th, 1650. His body was hanged in chains inside the city of Dublin, as one does. Oh! I was right. All right, so the legend, according to Wikipedia. Maybe I was right. I don't know. Poems have been written about his exploits named The Ballad of Patrick Fleming, or Patrick Fleming, he was a valiant soldier. I feel like that's not accurate. These poems are said to be the foundation for the Irish ballad and much-covered song Whiskey in the Jar. Got it. I'm the best. Okay. So I'll say what Judy's saying. So we expected there to be a trial today. Not a trial, a hearing for a crime that appears to have been committed allegedly by one Mr. Jose Maria de Castro. And apparently it was going to be a bond hearing, but since he was released on his own recognizance on like a PR bond, there's no reason to have that hearing. And so there will be a different hearing, presumably, at some other time. If that is what is being said, that is accurate. If I'm accurately interpreting that, if it's accurately being stated here, which I presume it is. But Interesting. Okay, well, that's Patrick Fleming. You know what that means? That earns us a song, ladies and gentlemen. We got through another one. I say we do some whiskey in the jar. We could do Kermit doing whiskey in the jar. I'm gonna do it. Bear with me. And then we'll have Kermit do some other things. It's fine. Oh, that's my stream right there. Just on my own little page. It's fine. Where was I? All right. Hi, Kermit.
Hello.
All right, you ready?
Probably.
You want the Thin Lizzy version, the Metallica version, the Dubliners version?
Dubliners.
Cool. You good?
Yeah. I guess.
What's up?
I'm sober.
Okay. Hold on, guys. Let me just... Okay. Better? Yeah, it's good. All right. Let me get out of view here. Okay, never mind. Let me just do this because I have this set up to do this. All right. That's better.
That's okay. It's okay. It's not great. Obviously not great. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be doing the Dubliners version of Whiskey in the Jar for a little... Maybe not the whole thing. Maybe not the whole thing. But some of it. Okay. Some of you may not be familiar with this bit. I don't understand it either. My chat found out that this happens sometimes, and now they ask for it, and I do it because I am a slave to their whims. Anyway, just in time, Adrian. Welcome back. See if I remember this. As I was going over the farming Kerry Mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced, get out of here, pistol. I then produced my rapier. I understand and deliver, or he was a bold deceiver. Like falling daddy-o, like falling daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Whiskey in the jar, oh, I gotta keep going. And it made a pretty penny. I was carrying money, that's why I put it in my pocket, and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me, but the devil, I take the women for they never can be easy. Like falling daddy-o, like falling daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I went up to the chambers, all for to take a slumber, ladies and gentlemen. I dreamt of golden jewels, and for sure it was no wonder. But Jenny blew me charges, and she filled them up with water. That's what you're talking about! And then said for Captain Farrell to be ready, all for the slaughter and moonshine. Like falling daddy-o, like falling daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. And 'twas early in the morning, just before I rose to travel, up comes a band of footmen, and likewise Captain Farrell. I first produced, I guess I could do the whole thing. First produced my pistol for Chief Soul, like me rapier. I couldn't choose the waters away, prisoner I was taken. Like falling daddy-o, like falling daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. And if anyone can aid me, and my brother in the army, if I can find his station in Carcar in Killarney, and if you'll go with me, we'll go roaming in Kilkenny. I'm sure you'll treat me better than my own sporting Jenny. Like falling daddy-o, like falling daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Like falling daddy-o, like falling daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Woo!
There you go, folks. There it is. Excuse me. Mark, thanks so much. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. I concur. And Archangel 3, thank you for becoming a member, by the way. Paul, thank you so much. Says, oh, my arm is tired from that. As long as it's not the Scots, as we say in Scotland. Sorry. As long as it's not the Scots, we say in Scotland. At St. Paddy, everyone's a bit Irish except when you are Scottish. That's fair. I'll allow that. Hmm. Wait, what am I? What? What? Oh, the dangling arms. I actually have some arm things, but it's too much work. Anyway, it's too much work. No, I don't actually want to cover anything that took place during. No, no, I don't actually want to cover anything from the 60s, 70s, 80s. In the old Ireland. Let's learn about the Molly Maguires, because that was brought up. Anyway, the Molly Maguires were an Irish 19th century. God, my arm really is. That was a workout. Anyway, it was an Irish 19th century secret society active in Ireland, Liverpool, and parts of the eastern United States. Best known for the activism among Irish American and Irish immigrant coal miners in Pennsylvania. After a series of often violent conflicts, 20 suspected members of the Molly Maguires were convicted of murder and other crimes and were executed by hanging in 1877 and 1878. This history remains part of local Pennsylvania lore and the actual facts much debated among historians. In Ireland, though, the Molly Maguires originated in Ireland, where secret societies with names such as White Boys and Peep Day Boys were common, beginning into 18th century through most of the 19th century. In some areas, the terms Ribbon Men and Molly Maguires were both used for similar activism, but at different times. The main distinction between the two appears to be that the Ribbon Men were regarded as secular cosmopolitan, whatever that means, and proto-nationalist. Those are words I'd never heard before. While the Molly Maguires considered rural, local, and Gaelic. Purer, perhaps. Can be traced to local concerns, and you missed nothing on that. And grievances related to land usage, particularly as traditional socioeconomic practices such as small-scale potato I'm speaking Gaelish now, I am. So it's, here we go, let's see. The rules advise Mollies about how they should conduct themselves, because they created some rules. Let me read back, actually. British and Irish newspapers reported about the Mollies in Ireland in the 19th century. Thomas Campbell Foster in the Times on 25th August 1845 traced the commencement of Molly Maguireism to Lord Lorton. An amazing name for a lord. I was making fun of Carhampton earlier, but Lord Lorton is made up for it. All right, Lord Lorton ejecting tenants in Ballinamok, County Longford in 1835. An address of Molly Maguire to her children, containing 12 rules, was published in Freeman's Journal on 7 July 1845. The person making the address claimed to be Molly Maguire, or Maguire's Grove, parish of Clune, in the county Leitrim. The rules advised Mollies about how they should conduct themselves in land disputes and were an attempt to direct the movement activities. Here are the rules, ladies and gentlemen. There's the foot pedal. I love it. Keep strictly to the land question by allowing no landlord more than fair value of his tenure. No rent to be paid until harvest. Not even then without an abatement where the land is too high. No undermining of tenants, nor bailiff's fees to be paid. No turning out of tenants unless 2 years' rent due before ejectment served. That's a lot of rent. Although, at the time, I believe, at least in London, you didn't really carry a lot of money with you. You just put it on your tab, kind of, and then it was all paid at the end of the year. So I guess that kind of makes sense, because it's like a once-a-year thing. That's still a lot of money. But yeah. I was watching a video on debtors' prisons, so that's the only reason I think I know anything about that. Assist to the utmost of your power the good landlord in getting his rents. Oh, okay. So yeah, if your landlord's good, don't be a bad person. I almost said some things. Cherish and respect the good landlord and good agent. Keep from traveling by night. I mean, I guess that's just a weird thing to slip in there. Take no arms by day or by night from any man, as from such acts a deal of misfortune springs, having, I trust you have, more arms than you will ever have need for. I got 2. How many more do I need? Avoid coming in contact with either the military or police. They are only doing what they cannot help. That wording is fun. That is some fun wording. Basically, so I presume this is an address to people who are already maybe doing some of the wrong things and are probably already armed. You already got enough knives and guns and whatever. You don't need to take other people's more. But avoid the military, avoid the police. Just do what they can't help. All right? They're just doing their jobs. Doesn't make them bad people. They can't help it. That's kind of spicy. I love it. Slurp, slurp, slurp. Slurp, slurp. For my sake, then, no distinction to any man on account of his religion, his acts alone you are to look up to. Oh, okay, so don't be judging people based on their religion. Ireland's had a bit of a problem with that. The Protestants versus the Catholics, I think. I might be wrong about that. But his acts alone you are to look to. I like it. Let bygones be bygones, unless in a very glaring case. But watch for the time to come. Oh, hey, be nice to people. Just wait. They'll get what's coming to them. Fun ways of wording some of that. Very fascinating, folks. Very fascinating. West Penn Asylum, Eckley Miners Village. Archangel saying about some paranormal hunting they did. I do love some paranormal hunting. Sure, I didn't swallow the Blarney Stone. I tried. It's a very big stone, though. Do we want to learn about? Let's learn about the Blarney Stone. Today's the day. Blarney Stone. Boo, 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 da, boo, boo. Oh, Wikipedia, you're always here for me. All right, the Blarney Stone, or in Gaelic, something else, is a block of Carboniferous limestone built into the battlements of Blarney Castle, Blarney, about 8 kilometers from Cork, Ireland. According to the legend, kissing the stone endows the kisser with the gift of gab, which would be great eloquence or skill at flattery. Here's what I like to say about that. I wasn't getting the gift of gab. I was just giving it some of it back. I was just recharging it real quick. The stone was set into the tower of the castle in 1446. The castle is a popular tourist site in Ireland, attracting visitors from all over the world to kiss the stone and tour the castle and its gardens. It is worth the tour, folks. I'm not saying you have to kiss the stone. I have a picture of me doing it somewhere. It's a great place to tour. I was the first person in that day, actually. I arrived early because I didn't know what to expect. And it was wonderful. Hold on, Kafar's saying a thing. Who is Lance Reddick? Oh, I do know that actor. Oh, that's a shame. Well, rip to you, Lance. This one's for you. Here, I'll pour one out for the homies. Or whatever they do in Ireland. And I'm pouring it right into my thing so I can drink it. That is a shame. But now you know. Fringe was such a good show. I never finished it because the last season got a little weird. I gotta go back to it, though. Who's the guy that played the main guy in Fringe? The main guy. Depends on who you talk to. Walter, was it? Yeah, Walter Bishop. That's it. He's fun. He's a good character. Anyway. Some of you in the chat. Where was I? Yes, okay. Irish politician John O'Connor. Power, define it this way. Blarney is something... Power. I know a guy with the last name Powers. I have some of his whiskey, actually. I don't know if it's related. Blarney is something more than mere flattery. It is flattery sweetened by humor and flavored by wit. Those who mix with Irish folk have many examples of it in their everyday experience. Yes, there's a... If I'm remembering... It had to do with the British coming to the castle and saying, hey, give us your gold, give us your people, do whatever. I might be wrong about this. This is what I'm remembering. I'm not seeing it here just yet. We might come across it and find out how wrong I am. But it was the British soldiers came to the castle, surrender all your wealth, because do it. And whoever's in the castle was like, oh, yeah, no, totally. Wow, you guys look great today. Come back tomorrow. And this went on for a while and allowed everyone important to escape with all the goods. And then when the British actually entered the castle, there's nobody there. They're just like, oh, yes, we... Or it was they were doing some flattery with some writing, basically saying nothing. And be like, no, we're not going to do whatever you say. Get stuffed, but very politely. I don't remember the details, but I vaguely remember someone saying that the treasure was thrown into a lake and never recovered. There's supposed to be someone was supposed to come back for it. They didn't. I might be mixing up my stories though. Let's see if it's in here. Anyway, origins. The number of stories attempting to explain the origin of the stone and surrounding legend. The early story involves the goddess Oh, I don't want to try to pronounce that. The builder of Blarney Castle, Cormac Ladier McCarthy, and then them being involved in a lawsuit in the 15th century. So Cormac appealed to the goddess for assistance. She told McCarthy to kiss the first stone he found in the morning on his way to court, and he did so. That result, he pleaded his case with great eloquence and won. Thus, the Blarney Stone is said to impart the ability to deceive without offending. McCarthy then incorporated it into the parapet of his castle. The proprietors of Blarney Castle list several other explanations of the origin of the stone on their website. Many of these suppose that the stone had... Wait, I'm going to open it so I can get to it later. Many of these suppose that the stone had previously been in Ireland, was taken to Scotland, and then returned to Ireland in 1314. The stories listed include one suggesting that the stone was presented to Cormac McCarthy by Robert the Bruce. The Bruce. Not Bruce. The Bruce. The Bruce Prime, if you will. In 1314, in recognition of his support in the Battle of Bannockburn. This legend holds that this was a piece of the stone of Scone. The stone... Ireland. I know I've been giving you smack, but the stone of Scone. Yes. Just yes. It was installed in McCarthy's castle of Blarney. Although colorful, this folk legend does not account for the fact that it supposes that the stone was removed from Scotland 18 years before Bannockburn. Moreover, an analysis by geologists at the University of Glasgow in 2014 found the stone's geochemical signature matched the local limestone. Well. All right, something, kissing it. There's a legend. Yes. It's claimed that the synonymy of Blarney with empty flattery or beguiling talk derives from one of two sources. One story involves the goddess, whose name I don't want to try to pronounce, and Cormac McCarthy. Another legend says that Queen Elizabeth I requested Cormac McCarthy, Lord of Blarney, be deprived of his traditional land rights. That's the one I think I vaguely remember. Cormac traveled to see the Queen, but was certain he would not persuade her to change her mind, as he wasn't an effective speaker. He met an old woman on the way who told him that anyone who kissed a particular stone in Blarney Castle would be given the gift of eloquent speech. Cormac went on to persuade the Queen that he should not be deprived of his land. Echoing the supposed power of the stone, an Irish bard of the early 19th century, added a number of humorous lines to whatever. Apparently, Texas Tech University claims to have a fragment of the stone at their campus. There's something about a witch. There's, we believe a witch saved from drowning revealed the power to the McCarthys. Yeah, and apparently, like, the witch had been turned to stone and is on the property, and you can go visit the witch stone or whatever. It's a whole thing. Stone of Scone would be French. All right, the Stone of Scone, or the Stone of Destiny. Scones are your destiny, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, the Irish scone is synonymous with destiny, and I respect it. But it's often referred in England as the Coronation Stone, an oblong block of red sandstone that's been used for centuries in the coronation of the monarchs of Scotland. It's also known as Jacob's Pillow Stone and the Tannin Stone, and something in Gaelic that I can't pronounce. Historically, the artifact was kept at the now ruined Scone Abbey in Scone, near Perth, Scotland. It was seized by Edward I's forces from Scone for the English invasion of Scotland in 1296 and was used in the coronation of the monarchs of England. Wow, what a slap in the face, huh? All right, we're learning things today. But yes, I'm going to look up the treasure of Blarney Castle. Missing treasure of Blarney Castle. Am I misremembering this? Aha! Hidden treasure in Blarney Lake. Oh, I can't read this. It's in actual handwriting. Well, maybe I can. When Mac McCarthy thought he was beaten by... Who wrote this? Where is this coming from? Oh, no, it's fine. When Mac McCarthy thought he was beaten by Cromwell, he had in his possession a casket of jewels and gold, and not wishing to let Cromwell's soldiers capture this valuable treasure, he carried it through an underground tunnel which leads from the castle to the lake, and threw the casket of valuables into the lake, thinking that when the war was over, he could recover them again. But when he tried to get to this hidden treasure from its watery bed, he failed to do so. And that time, there was an enchanted horse in the country in Mac McCarthy. What? Well, that just got much weirder. Paul, thank you. Pesky English. That's right. What are they thinking? What? Yeah, so apparently there's some treasure hidden in the lake for some reason that I can't remember, and the internet's not telling me. It's fine. Mark Jones, thank you so much. Says, just got here watching on TV, so I had to push the go back 10 seconds button on the remote to go back 52 minutes. You missed nothing. It wasn't worth it. I'll tell you that right now. I may now have carpal tunnel syndrome. I hope this is worth the 312 button pushes. No, it's not. It's not. But thank you. But that should do a thing. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe it will do a thing. I was hoping it would do a thing. Come on, thing. Do the thing. And, oh. There it is. Lord and Savior, Taser Daddy. No, it's actually cursive. It's not even that bad. It's just I haven't read cursive in a long time. P. Burns. Appreciate that. Haven't heard that one in a while. Yeah, so... Yeah, I just haven't read cursive in a while. All right, what do we want to learn about Ireland, folks? Give me a topic. We'll read it. Because it turns out some of the people I picked as Irish serial killers were like from the 70s, and I really don't want to get into the politics of that because I don't know the politics of that, and I just don't want it. I don't want to do it. Nope. But I'll leave it up to you. I'm just gonna. Oh, you know what we'll do? While you're thinking of things, we'll get some Dropkick Murphy, some shipping up to Boston, like Cormit. Yeah, come on. We're doing it. Bear with me. This is why. It's going to get claimed, folks. Oh, man. I think I've read every single original Hardy Boys story there is. I'm confident. Judy. I actually have somewhere in here like a... Is it first edition? Let's see. Hold on. Before we do this. I have this. Oh, don't fall. This isn't Hardy Boys. It is Tom Swift and his electric rifle. The reason I own this is because this is what Taser's named after. If you're wondering why Taser is called a Taser, Tom Swift and his electric rifle. Well, it's Tom A. Swift. The Tom A. Swift electric rifle. That's what Taser is. So now, my frame rate died. That's too bad. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, and this is this a first edition? Not that it matters. But it's copyright 1911. Somewhere around here, I'm pretty sure I have one of the Hardy Boys books. Is it you? No. I don't even know what I'm breaking. I do have some good books right here, though. Oh, I have some serial killer trivia in this book. I forgot I had this. We'll keep that there for some day in the future that I'll probably forget about. Oh, I have it around here somewhere. It's probably not even in this room. Ice Blade, thank you so much. Says if I eat a whole box of Lucky Charms, does that make me an Irish serial killer? Probably. It probably does. Am I even Irish? No. I hear about the guy with 2 left feet. He went out and bought some flip-flips. That's pretty good. Paul, thank you so much. Says you are more than welcome to spend holidays here in Scotland. Before giving my time 90% to art, I was a tourist guide. Avoid July and August though because of the midges. Oh, the flies? Yeah, no, I'd love to go to Scotland. I've been to Ireland. Loved Ireland. Love to go to Scotland. Maybe toss some cabers around, as they do. Easy, right? How hard can it be? You guys are wearing dresses and doing it. That's a joke. It's very difficult, and kilts are pretty cool. Hitchpot, I know. Today, this is the year. 100%. The weather's starting to get good. I'm starting to get excited about it. It's the year. Things have started back up enough for me to actually do it. Yes. finally. God, you guys cannot imagine the wrench that threw into my plans. The whole global pandemic. All right, here we go. Ricochet, Juggernaut. That's amazing.
See you, Michael. I don't even remember if I remember this, you know? Turn on the volume a little bit. There we go. I think it's... I don't know if you can hear me. It's fine. Woo! I'm a sailor peg, and I lost me leg. I climbed up the topsails. I lost me leg. That's about how it goes, right? I don't think that's about right. I do big, but I'm no big. Imagine I'm doing some river dance. I'm shipping up to Boston. Whoa! I'm shipping up to Boston. Ladies and gentlemen, I am shipping up to Boston. I'm shipping off to find my wooden leg.
All right, that's enough of that. And the viewership went down. I'm okay with that. Yeah, he's shipping up to Boston to get his wooden leg. Can't do a jig. Anyway, what else do we have? Oh yeah, Rocky Road to Dublin. Cormac Rocky Road to Dublin. Yes. Okay, hold on. Paul, thank you so much. You know why Scots wear kilts? Because it doesn't fit in trousers. Ooh. They didn't drive those snakes out of Ireland. God, I'm on fire today. Woo! Ugh. Although, to be fair, Scotland and Ireland, two different things. Maybe that's where the snakes were driven too. Am I right? All right, that would have been a better joke. Curses. Anyway. All right. Chazza! I notice you. Rocky Road. I was actually looking that up right now. I was trying to remember what it was. Well, Hellfire managed to spell it. Hold on. Oh, I suppose we could do one more, and then I might just end the stream to go party on my own time, where you guys can't see me act a fool. I feel like that's a pretty appropriate choice. Unless anybody has anything, poor Rouse Snakes Ireland. Oh boy. Anyone has anything specifically they want me to read off of Wikipedia? Keith, that's good. English lawyer was sat with his Irish client, Marty. He sighed. Why is it that whenever you ask an Irishman a question, he replies with another question? Bollocks, who told you that? Asked Marty. Now, Paul says, where do you think the snakes ended to? Thank you, Paul. And yes, I'll take your word for it. I don't need to know. I will take your word for it. All right. Here we go. Here it is. This one's for you, Jessa, and the rest of you.
That's not easy being green. I do that one every once in a while. That'll pop up eventually, maybe not today, but it'll happen. It'll happen. Don't worry. I know you do, Hitchbot. I know. In the merry month of June, from me whom I started, I left the girls of Tomb. Oh, that's how it's pronounced. Nearly broken-hearted, saluted father dear. Kiss me, darling mother, drank a pint of beer. Pretty grieving to this mother's not to reap the corn leaf where I was born. Cut a stem of blackthorn, a bench, and goblins, brand new pair of brogues, growling over the bugs, frightening all the dogs on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut the hair and turn her down the. I got lost there. All the way to Dublin, whack the lolly rock. mulligan dar that night. I rested him so weary, started by daylight. This is a rough thing to sing. Drunk a drop of the pure to keep the heart from sinking. That's the Paddy's core. Whenever he's on drinking to see the lass can smile, laughing all the while. Very curious style. And said your heart to bubble in. They asked if I was tired. Wages I required. And I was almost tired of the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn her down the back of the bottle. All right, no, we're redoing that because there's a pause there. That makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, whack the lolly rod. Out of the time, woo, we're learning. And Dublin next to ride, I thought it's such a pity to be soon deprived of view of that fine city. Well, then I took a stroll out among the quality, my bundle. It was so all in neat locality. Something crossed my mind. Then I looked behind, no bundle I could find upon me stick. A wobble in Maguire from the road, they said. Collock Brogue wasn't much in vogue on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn her. I'm learning down the road and all the way to Dublin. What will all they wrong?
Alright, it's rough. Kermit's not very good at that one. Me neither. Weird. Friday. Yeah, I could probably pop on briefly on one of these days sometime. Let's figure out who Jack the Ripper was. That's London, though. That's not Irish. Unicorn. Oh, the unicorn. I don't know that one well enough. I barely know this one. Kermit doesn't know it at all. You seen the TikTok of what happens when you take your hand out of Kermit? No, I haven't. Just pie. You. I worship me. I'm nigh godlike. Start nigh worshipping. Believe. Fall down on your knees and worship the No, okay, don't do that at all. Please don't. Unless. And we were talking about starting a cult earlier. I'm just saying. No, we're not going to do that. That's ridiculous. We're not. Top half of Ireland is British. Well, I won't go to that part then. So, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but it's not London. Twitch today. I got a busy day. I got a busy week. It has been really busy for me this week, half of last week, and this next coming week should be very busy as well. So, that's the thing. Named Sebastian, the night of the last murder in Whitechapel, he was taken by the Florians and spent nearly 200 years serving them in penance as their inquisitor. What? I feel like there's a reference here that I don't understand. Tones. No, Jackson, not today. Not today. Today of all days, just grace and defile the good Irish folk with that. No, I have the old Irish Aqua de Vita to look forward to. If you get a drop of the pure, if you know what I'm saying. Irish Rovers. Is that the one we wanted? I could do one more. There's the last one, and then I'll get out of here. Who's Taco Terry? I don't know if I know who Taco Terry is. But I digress. That's not what I want. Get out of here. All right. Last song, then I'll get out of here. I'll let you enjoy your St. Paddy's Day. Oh, God, Hitchbot. Please, no. Please, no. That sounds awful. All right, it's me. I'm back. Don't pay attention to him. It's me. I'm in charge. Yay! Anyway, okay. I am probably I might know the reference. Or he might know the reference. I probably, yeah. No, listen. I definitely know the reference. He doesn't know the reference. I do. Yeah. He does. Let's do this. Okay. He dressed up as Paco. That's pretty funny. I've been a wild rover for many a year, and I've spent all me money on whiskey and beer. Okay, but now I'm returning
with gold and great store. The moral of the story is drink and get rich, and I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, it's nay, and it's never. No, nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more. I went into an alehouse. I did. I used to frequent. And I told the landlady the money was spent. I asked her for credit. She answered me nay, which is fair. You have to pay for the things. No, the customer is yours. I can have it every day. That's what she said. And it's no, nay, and never. No, nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more. I then took from me pocket 10 sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes opened wide with delight. That's what happens when you have money, dude. She says, I have whiskeys and wines of the best. Probably because you can pay for it. And the words that you told me were only in jest. Ha ha! And it's no, it's nay, and never. Nay! No, nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this stream. Thank you so much for joining me on the St. Patrick's Day. Sorry that's an early one, but I got stuff to do and you got stuff to do, and this one's for the Irish. So, Paul, thank you so much. That's hugs to you and Kermit. Great weekend. All of you wonderful people, thank you so much for being here during this unusual, strange stream. And ladies and gentlemen, until the next time, be good, stay safe. Oh no! Did I? Oh, excuse me.